Okay. Right then, where to start? I kind of want to start. Oh. I want to update this list. Yeah, okay. So I've been doing some research, and I've got most of the properties. I don't have them all. Not yet, anyway. We're gonna start just populating the list with all this stuff on the left. So, I'm gonna shift this over to the screen. And let's get typing. Alrighty. Available stock is available in battle. Max damage. Okay. That is the list that I have available for now, at least. Okay. Okay. Thinking. Just bring over my Bakin. At the moment, I've got all these various different properties, or the majority of them. Just thinking whether or not I want to have them all just in one big list like I've currently got it, or if I want to separate them. Some of them have fairly similar names. Decisions. Wondering whether or not I have like a tab menu, different type. But I don't think it'd be long enough. I'd have to have basic setting, equipment item setting. It's gonna have 1, 2, 3. Right, it's gonna have 6 tabs. So it's definitely not gonna be big. How best to present this to. Maybe for V1, maybe it is just one big list. And we'll just tell them that these correlate to the names, the same names in the database. Perhaps. I'll think about that more later. But at the very least, we've got all the different options we want or need. So let me have a look and see how far I got with this last time. So, made reader. So we add all the items and skills that can be used. That's fine. For now, we're focusing on items. Use custom variable name checkbox. So that is this. I think by default we're populating this thing. But if you untick that box and you type something, no, if you tick the box and you type in something of your own, and if you untick it, it disables, and then we need to pre-populate it again with whatever the item and select. Okay then. So in that case, let's have a look then. So if let me think. Let's do this. Let's do that. The else part of it. So if item drop down, if item drop down, select it. That. Then we'll just return. Okay. Type item. Oh, okay. Item. That item skill name. Right, okay. Set item skill name. That is good. Item drop down. Select. If item property drop down, yeah. selected X. I'm gonna do these this way actually. Actually, no, that one does need to be like that. Yeah, so this one. Set I build property item property drop down dot select item string. Okay, just turn this into a Windows application so I can run it in. Oh, actually, no, I won't be able to. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I probably could. I can. I've just got to read you. Item drop down. New. One. Okay. Just wrap it in. Fair enough. Oh. Howdy doody. Okay. Okay, theoretically, I should be able to run this now, and it should work. Should have test options. Yeah. So when we're doing this, that's going to do that. Okay, and theoretically, if I do that, change my mind, I don't want that anymore. Nice. Okay. So then if I run this, I've got this selected. Do some random trees. That. We set the first part of it. Real. Okay. If not got it selected, I'm gonna just leave it as is because this overwrites it. Okay. Last test. I set this. Don't do anything with it, which is what I expect, to be honest. And if I do that and that, okay. So let's have a think here. So we've got this set item skill property name. No, is it that? No, it's not that. It's the set item skill name. If item skill. Huh? Oh yeah, if item. Wait, okay, never mind. Okay, if item property drop down selected is not that. We'll do variable name text plus equal item drop down selected string place any spaces or empty. Or I could not be as silly and I could just do set item skill property and then pass in item so to string. Else if skill property drop down, selecting X is not that, do the same thing, but with that. I think that should work. So theoretically, what that should do, yeah, probably easy to show you. Build started. Ooh, there's build error. Okay, what's the problem? Oh, have I still got it up? Oh, I've got it open still. My bad. Alright, try again. Alright, so theoretically, if I do this, obviously nothing happens because we don't add the end part first. But then if I do this, it should add it automatically. Hey, look at that. And then, yeah, presumably, yeah, we empty those out. So I can do that. Or I can do this. Presumably I can do... Ooh, okay. So that is an interesting. Actually, no, that's easy. That just means I don't need to check on this part anymore. Because this automatically does that check. So, yeah, if I do this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What other combinations can I have? Let's test the ones that I did before. So if I've got this, that, okay, we're still good. And if I have that, okay, that's still good. And then we've seen this one. Yeah, okay. Nice. What other to-dos were there? Capitalize the first letter. I'm not going to bother with capitalization right now. I'll get rid of this because I don't know what it's for. Okay. So the next thing we need to do then is actually go about saving the variable. So to do that, what we're going to need to do is get a list of existing variables. Check that the name of the variable isn't already in use. If it is, we'll just give a warning that we're going to overwrite it. If it isn't, we'll just proceed as normal. Then we need to make sure we do the type. We could have a string variable or it could be a number. I think those are the only two scenarios, so I think we just need to check if it's a string, and we'll save it as a string variable. Otherwise, it saves as a normal variable. Okay. So I'm going to pull up another plugin UI so I can remember how to save variables. This one, maybe? Can't remember. Yeah, so I can do switch. Right, okay. There we are. Right, I'm going to move this to my other screen so I can use that as a reference. Okay, dokie. So, have I got an event occurring when I hit save? I did not. Do now. So when we hit save, we want a list of existing variables. And then we want the entries from those. List. Okie dokie. So let me think. I need. What do I need? I need to know if a specific variable is a string, so just text, or if it's a number. How can I determine that? So if we look at the form, let's have a nosy. So because this form or this drop down menu is fixed, I can probably do it based on index. So I can say if the index is 0, then it's a string. Trying to think of which other ones are strings. But I think it's literally just a description that's a string. Okay. Got my screen again. So let's set up a new variable. ID. Not a look. Event grid. In an event, so it's just empty. The name will be variable x. Type is going to depend. So if let's have a look. The var property is that's going to be a item property dropdown selected x0 or skill property dropdown. So if the property is a string, then the type will be string. Otherwise, it will be a double, which is a number. Okay, so we've created the variable object, not saved yet. Let's see. So we will say if existing var entries dot any there we go. Okay, so if there's any existing variable with the same name as our new variable, then we're going to show prompt. a variable with this name exists. Overwrite the value. Variable already exists. That's the title. In terms of the buttons we display, we're going to show yes, no. And the icon is going to be a... let's think. Question, warning, warning. Okay. If the dialog result is a no, then we can just return and not bother continue. Okay. So then what we would do is actually maybe we would need it. Existing var and actually dot remove entry. Duplicate var variable entry. What are my overloads? This is this is a variable defs entry. The existing duplicate. Oh, so remove the old one, and then we're going to do existing vars dot add entry, and we're going to add our new var. A message box. Variable saved successfully. Success. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is actually get the value . Let me think. What do I? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's fine. So yeah, we need to set the variable now. Let me think. How best to do this? Okay, I think I'm probably going to use chunks, which is a way of passing data from the user interface to Bakin itself. The data I'm going to be passing through is the variable name that we've just created, and then the value Actually, no, I'm going to pass 3 things. I'm going to pass the variable name, item name, and then the property name. So that way I can get the property from the item and then store that value inside the variable. Okay, I think that is probably the way to go. So I need to bring up my other one. Let's see. I have an example of chunk setting. Oh, actually, it's done. Achievement data. Yes. So let's create a chunk. So this will be public class. We'll call this variable data. And it's going to inherit from iChunk. There's going to be 3 properties on this class. There's going to be a public string variable name. There's going to be a string item name. And then a public property name. I'll call this object name because it might not be an item, it could be a skill. Okay, and then we need the read and write methods that the iChunk interface requires. Luckily Visual Studio is smart enough to pre-fill a bunch of this stuff for me. Here's me typing it out. One more required method. And there we have it. So that should make this happy. iChunk.load. Oh wait, I've got the wrong read. There we go. Okie dokie. So now that we've got that, I need to then save that chunk. Save that chunk. Let me look at how I did that. Okay, I'm gonna need a chunk ID. So GUID generator. There's a website that just generates a GUID for me, so that is very handy. Public. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be private. Read only. GUID. What did I call it? Variable data. Variable data chunk. Very nice. Okay, so next, what we need to do bar. Actually, let me think. Yeah, I think probably what we need to do. Ooh, let me think actually. That every. But then if it gets over, why would it? Okay. I was just thinking about scenarios where we're setting the variable, and then do we want that variable to get set every time the game starts? Because there's potential for the game to, or do we want to set it once and then delete the chunk so we don't set it again? There's pros and cons to each. More pros on one than the other. If we were to delete the chunk after doing it, then it means that it's ever so slightly more resource efficient. But the downside is, if we set it when the game starts, then it's saved in the it's on the game at that point in time. But then if the person closes the game without saving it, then that variable data is lost. And because we've deleted the chunk, we can't set it again. So I think I'm going to go with the option of setting the value start of every time and not deleting the. So that way, even if the person doesn't save, we can still set that property again on the variable. Now the downside with this, and I think it's an unlikely downside, which is why I'm going to go with it, is that if we set the variable and then for whatever reason that variable changes in the game and the person saves the game, so that variable is now set to their new value, then the next time they come around to start the game, we're going to overwrite it with ours original version. But the reason I don't think this is likely is because we're only setting item properties and skill properties, and I'm fairly sure those can't be changed mid-game. So I'm going to go with that option. So let me bring up my thing again so I can on with that. Okay. So let me think. Actually, let me open up a different plugin, because this one's a bit more complex. We find one that's a bit easier to follow. I think the test play assistant. Have a look at it. Save skills. Save test play assistant on. Okay. Variable chunk. This is going to be catalog.f list. I'm going to pass it our variable data chunk ID. What does this return? Is it a list? Yeah, it returns a list. Okay. So let's have a think. Actually, I need something that handles. I know I've done this before, but I can't remember what plugin I did. Right, okay, I remember now. Okay, then let's see. So, reach chunk data in. If chunk data dot read oh, the other thing. Okay, fair enough. Can't do that. Okay, if variable equals. Actually, let me think. Yeah, okay. Just had to think through it a bit. Oh, but I can't do it like I can do it like I can't do it in a for each loop. Can't amend. Oh, am I amending it? No, I'm not. Should be fine with this actually. Catalog dot move item. Complete item. Variable chunk. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, slowly but surely. So we loop through all the existing variable data, chunk data that we've stored to see if we are saving one that's already in there. In which case, we're going to remove the old one so we can overwrite it with the new. So we now need to actually do the overwrite part or the saving part of it. And let's have a think. So new chunk data. Oh no, not yet. Actually, have a think. Yeah. So object name equals. Wait, object name? No, that's for the item. Variable name. New var.name. Object name. Yeah, let me save that somewhere further up. Object name string. If item dropdown. Object. That, yeah. Else if do some validation here. If oh god, call type item checked and either item drop down selected is -1 or item property drop down is -1, then return. Otherwise, if type skill is checked and skill drop down dot selected on or property drop down as well. So we should never be able to press the save button with invalid data. So we should be able to now do. Actually, no, I can do it like this. So that type item is the item to string. Otherwise, it's going to be a skill drop. Okay, we've got our object name. Property name, so I'm going to have to do something similar. Item property drop down, yep. Yep, okay, it's got. Right, we've got our new chunky data. So, let's think. Need an extra chunk. So, extra chunk. Actually, no, yeah. And then this one, leave as special. I think we don't override. Yeah, which is the default. It's fine. And then we can do extra chunk dot right chunk data. Okay, I think that is that. So theoretically, we should now be able to save some data on the UI side, and then once we've created the script side of it, we should be able to pull that data in and then store it into those actual variables. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to call it there, actually. Keep it nice and, well, short and sweet. And then come back, and then the next time we carry on with this, we'll probably jump over to the script side in Rider, and start creating the actual script for it. It looks like I might have... Oh yeah, no, this is the testing I've just been doing. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be able to back on with this bit and start receiving those chunks. So I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good one.